eclipse of the heart.
Welcome, Fremd. My name is Mr. Schroeder from the Science Department, and I'm here to talk about the eclipse that's going to occur on Monday, August 21st. Now, why are we having the eclipse in the first place? Well, it all has to do with the positioning of the moon in relationship to the Earth and the Sun. Now, when the moon travels in between, it has the potential of blocking out the light and making a shadow onto the Earth's surface. Now, the moon does travel around the Earth once a month. Okay, that revolutionary period happens, and we see it as a full moon at night, but also it's out during the daytime. Okay, we refer to that as the new moon. Now, the moon, as it travels around, does pass between the Earth and the Sun once a month. So why are we not having an eclipse once a month? It seems like if it's in the middle, we should be able to see that eclipse occurring. Well, it actually has to do with the distance and the orbital plane. If we look at distance, we have the distance between the Sun, the Moon, and the Earth are very, very long. Now, at that distance, we have a little bit of a variance in the orbital plane. So the orbital plane may have a shift to it. Okay? It may be high, it may be low. So normally, when the moon's in between the Sun and the Earth, this plane may be higher or it may be lower. And as a result, the shadow that it casts may be up to the north or to the south. And that's what normally happens. That plane has to be exactly right for us to have an eclipse. Now, when the eclipse does occur, there's a little tiny shadow. This is called the umbra. Now, this is the shadow where you'd have a full total eclipse. But for us in Illinois during this eclipse on Monday, we're going to be inside what's called the penumbra. Now, this penumbra gives you a partial eclipse. Now, when we look at the Earth and where this is going to occur over the United States, one unique thing about this eclipse is that it's going to be right over the United States from coast to coast. It's going to come in near Washington State, work its way over Wyoming near the Grand Tetons, over Kansas City, just south of St. Louis, go Cards. And it's actually going to be at its optimal viewing point near Carbondale, down at SIU. And this is where the moon is going to be blocking the sun at its most. But what's this mean for us in northern Illinois and Chicago? We're going to look at about 87% being eclipsed. And it's still quite a bit of coverage, but you're still going to have a small sliver of the sun that's going to be showing itself. Now, hopefully, we get some good weather on Monday. We got some sun out. If not, we're not going to get another chance till 2024 for another partial eclipse. Now, for a few of you that might still be around, you're lucky students. In 2099, we're going to have a full solar eclipse that happens to go right over Chicago. And so that would be a very cool time where you get to see the eclipse and not have to travel to go see it. So 2099, I won't be here, but maybe some lucky students out there that might be. So what's this mean for us? 87% coverage. So we're going to see this as a mostly eclipsed sun, and it's actually going to have a cool effect. And the effect's going to kind of cast a shadow. It's almost like it's evening. So if you remember in the evening time, 8 o'clock, 8:30, the sun starts to go down, starts to become a little bit dark out. That's kind of the effect that we're going to have. I want to show you real quick what it'll look like when the eclipse does occur. Now, this is going to be during the daytime, right around 11:54. Okay? The moon will cast over the sun there, and we're going to see that eclipse occurring. It's going to cover a little more of the sun as it goes across. Pause it once it gets to here. And this is going to be right at 1:19 p.m. So this will be the optimal time to see the eclipse, around 1:19. You can still see a little bit of the sun will be showing itself, but the majority, that 87%, is going to be eclipsed. Now, as it moves on, it will continue, and eventually, right around 2:42, it's going to work its way out, and the eclipse will be over. So we got a good window of time there where you'll get to see this eclipse occur. But once again, the optimal time is going to be right around 1:19 when that happens. Now, when we do get to see this eclipse, hopefully good weather, what's that mean for us? Is there a safety issue there? What are we going to be concerned about? Now, are we going to need to have some sort of nice eclipse glasses to look at the sun? Yes, we are. You do not want to go outside and watch the eclipse occur. It'd be the same as going out and looking up at the sun, and it would hurt your eyes. That's not a good thing. So even though it's an eclipse, and even though the majority of the sun's being blocked, we do not want to do that. It would be bad on the retinas of your eyes And as a matter of fact, early astronomers got a lot of eye damage because they would look at this eclipse. So for us, being that we all don't have welder's masks, District 211 and Mr. Tenniper has supplied us with nice eclipse glasses. We're going to see the film of these glasses are very dark, very good for looking at this eclipse. So if you do go outside, please do not look at the sun. Use your eclipse glasses so you can observe it in a nice fashion. So let's hope we have good weather. Thanks for listening and enjoy the eclipse.
Nothing I can say, a total